Hey Aquarius, welcome into your reading. Okay, so let's see what's going on here for you guys. We're reading for the fourth week of December, third to fourth week approximately. Universe, angel, spirit guides, what is the situation here for my Aquarius, please? Kind of feel like the situation normally tells me who I'm reading for. So let's see what's going on here, folks. I have the Nine of Wands, the Empress. I already have a feeling what this is about. Oh, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So you truly are actively in a place of defending yourself. Some of you guys might be saying, no, that's not me. Then this could be your person. All right. But it doesn't denote the fact that you're still in a situation where you or the other person or somebody in your scenario is very defensive and is kind of feeling like they need to explain themselves, but with an enormous amount of boundaries. I'm not going to lie by saying you know your worth and your value, and I think you're just kind of putting that up there for this person to understand and see you. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. It doesn't have to be. This could be just somebody that's very stable. This can also be your boss or your money man person. But here you are. Maybe you're trying to define your. I don't know why I see you trying to defend yourself and something to do with money and also something to do with your stability. You're pretty much exclaiming your worth and your value to somebody. You're like, I'm a fucking empress. I bring things into this world. I manifest things. I make them happen, and voila, they're in the 3D realm. And you're sitting here defending yourself, and you're putting up your boundaries. And it's like, I don't know, you're in this like take no prisoner mode kind of thing. All right, let's see what's going on. What's coming towards my Aquarius, please? I think I understand why. I'm seeing two tens here. For those of you where this is work related and career related, you're exhausted. Yeah, you're making a lot of money because you have the highest money card here, but you're also tired. So you understand that even though you're making all this money, you're working really hard for it too. You're like at give up mode almost. I see you. You know, there you are working on your craft, your hobby, whatever it is that you're working on. Others of you, this can be a relationship. You working on a relationship here, but you're burdened by it and you're tired. And this could be a marriage or a commitment that you've made. All right? So we'll clarify and we'll see what that's all about. What does an Aquarius see coming their way? Oh, I had the Lover, but then I didn't know if it wanted to flip upside down or flip upright. It went down. This is a rejection of a lover. This is a rejection of a partnership. Can be business too. So we always say lovers is a choice. And in this matter, you have denied them or they have denied you. And now you're sitting here trying to manifest a situation regarding the two of you. There's some guilt and regret back here. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. This is incoming, so some of you didn't even happen yet. Okay? Let's see what the advice is here. Ooh. Holy shit. Damn. Okay, first of all, I have commitment and marriage at the bottom of the deck. But check this out. You have two queens and the tower in your advice position. First of all, this is my mistress card, so you're the third party in this case scenario. But you are also the Queen of Swords. If you are my followers, you know that you are my queens, whether you're male or female. The incoming energies are the kings. So this is you, male or female. But this is no doubt your card, the Queen of Swords, because that is an air sign. And that is an Aquarius. That is a Gemini. That is a Libra. You have fiery and you have air. You are both of these. You're standing in your power, even though you might be third party situation possibly, or the other person, the other man, the other woman. Now, the Tower talks about shock, awe, surprise, something that falls apart, something bad, loss of marriage, divorce, loss of job, career, a huge fight, something big and bad. But now, because it's falling in your advice position, I need to tell you a couple things here. Although that you are going to be this, make sure you're logical, you're fair, you're balanced, and you're honest. All the things that represent you as an air sign to begin with. Sure, be creative. Sure, be passionate, be spicy like this Queen of Wands. But make sure you make no mistake where you fit in this whole scenario. Something has fallen apart here with the Tower. You need to let it roll. You need to let it crumble because you want your person to come in correct or you want the situation to come in correct. And somehow, some way, this is what the involvement includes: something flaky, something that was never committed, something that was passive, in, out. Now that it fell apart, you need to let it fall apart. It's got to be resurrected correctly, or go somewhere else and build anew. And I know it has everything to do with something that you have built up on a traditional level, whether that's your career or a marriage or a relationship or education, whatever it is for you. All right, moving on. Let's see what the outcome for the week is. You have the Queen of Cups, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Nine of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups. Okay. For me, it's very plain to see. First of all, swords are mental. Okay? This is 8 and 9. You feel stuck by a certain situation for someone that you're in love with or something that you love. Okay? But I don't know if you can't go towards it or you feel trapped by something that doesn't allow you to go towards something you desire or something that you want. And it's keeping you up at night. You're having sleepless nights. You're tossing and turning over the situation. But here you are emotionally available for it, emotionally mature. The bottom of the deck, I see the Five of Cups again. The guilt, the regret, the woulda, coulda, shoulda card. Should have said this, should have said that. Meanwhile, here's the interesting thing about the Five of Cups. Alice in Wonderland over there can't reach for something that the universe doesn't want her to touch. That's why the table's so fucking high, and that's why the cups are out of sight. See no evil, hear no evil. Leave it alone. But looking at the height of Alice in the card, if she looks forward, she might notice these two cups down there. Those cups are full. Full for you. These cups are abundance. What's abundance for you? I don't know. Could be love, could be money, could be jewelry, could be travel, whatever it is for you. There it is. But Alice needs to stop looking at what's fucked up and messed up. Just look straight and look down. That's at the back of the deck. You can't see those cups right now because of where your headspace is at. At least that's how your week is ending. So, let's start clarifying what's going on here for you, Aquarius. What's going on here for Aquarius with all these wands, please? Okay, so before this situation started occurring, you were hopeful and positive. You were you, right? Because here's the Star card, and that's your card. Now, you do have in the cross position the Three of Wands. You're sitting here with one foot in the direction of waiting to see if the person responds to you, waiting to see if they come back, and the other foot is, fuck it, I'm not going to wait for them. I'm going to turn my back and walk away. Okay? These are the feelings that brought you, or the actions that brought you to where you are today, where you feel like you need to put up boundaries and be defensive. You might have sent out a message and you were waiting for a return on it. All right, so let's see what after says. This is you almost saying to the other person, if you don't see my value, then what's the point of us, you? Yeah, you're feeling breadcrumb by another individual. You were struggling to see if this person was emotionally mature or emotionally available for you. At least that's what you will be doing. Because this is the after tarot. I do see a little bit of like the breadcrumbing card where it's like begging for attention. Sure, you're not the one begging for it, but maybe someone's begging you for it. Breadcrumbing is what we do when we hold on to a person to see if plan A works out. And if plan A is not working out, then we go back to plan B. That's the Six of Pentacles. That's the breadcrumbing card. But you're not talking right now, so it's kind of like this is the reason why you need to have this conversation. It's like because you're barely talking. All these boundaries are up. All these like little peanuts of a little text here, a little text there, but never addressing the elephant in the room kind of thing. All right. Continuing. Let's see what the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is. Holy shit. Look at that. Two aces and the Eight of Swords. I think somebody comes along in the near future, Aquarius, and gives you a fresh new start in love that's solid. They're not just going to love you. They're going to be like, let's do this. Let's do this relationship. But it's an opportunity. Although you feel stuck by something or someone's really trying to tell you, actually, you're not that stuck. I will help you out. I don't know if you're ignoring them or you're not hearing it because you're just like, I know what I know. I don't need to whatever hear what you got to say. I don't see how you don't see what I see that I can't get unstuck. Kind of one of those vibes, and that's why you feel burdened by something. Let me see what after says. After, please. The Five of Swords. You know you have to make a sacrifice. It's the bittersweet card. You lose some, but you win some. It's like you get into this. It's like this, right? You get into an argument with a really, really close friend, but at the end of the day, maybe your friend wins the argument. Maybe you win the argument, but what's the cost of that winning that argument? It's the friendship. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's also a sacrifice. You're sitting here saying to yourself, is the friendship worth it? Or the relationship, is it worth it? Is the job worth it? Any of these things, are they worth it? It forces you because, and this is how it begins, and it makes a lot of sense to me, guys. Because in the after tarot, here you are with the Five of Swords, which leads all the way over here to your outcome where you have the Eight and the Nine of Swords. Do you see the progression of the swords? This is what begins the mental strife in your mind. Right here, this thing. Someone comes along, offers something to you, and you're already burdened by something else that you've committed to. Now you know you've got to make a sacrifice. Who do you cut out of your life? You're going over and over again in your head. You're trying to see it from a different perspective with the Hangman in reverse. Now you got this lover that's completely rejected. What is this, please? Clarify the lover in reverse. You're resisting them. I don't know if the lover made this offer to you and you're resisting them. You're holding back. You're using all your strength in the world to be like, no. Or they're resisting you. But I don't think so because someone's offering you something. Yeah, you're totally resisting it. What am I saying? I can't read the card any other way. And I'm not going to. Look at this. This is Nine of Pentacles. You're staying single. You're looking at that eagle up there. I want to see if this is a message for me. Here you were before where you were crossed by this, right? Back in the day, we used to send eagles for messages, right? And then here's this person and putting the message onto the eagle and sending the eagle to fly away, right? Send the message. This is you waiting to hear from someone else. I don't know. Or something else, or from them. Unclear. You're clear. You know it's your life. What's after, please? Yeah, unrequited love. That's why you did it because you're like that's why you have the 6 of pentacles here too. I feel like I'm going to sound like a dick right now, but I'm going to say what I see. You know, I don't sugarcoat my readings, and I think this is why people come to me. Now, of course, this might not be you, it could be your person. The reason there's 6 of pentacles here is because it's what I told you. Somebody has plan A and somebody has plan B, and they put those people in plan A and plan B. Lover, I don't know if is your plan B or what, but look at you. You're like, I don't care for it. You're resisting. You're resisting new love, new person, or the lover because it's unrequited. You don't care for it. Or it's your person who doesn't care about you. Maybe it's a runner chaser also. Make no mistake, that cup that is being dumped, that's a cup that was offered by the universe. You're stressing. Let's see what the advice is saying to you. The queens, please. Yeah, lovers is a choice. That's why you can't be the Queen of Wands and you need to be the Queen of Swords. You need to stop stressing so you can move on with your life with peace, harmony, and happiness. Period. The end. I know I made it sound so simple, but I mean, this is kind of where it was before. These are the feelings you were having. You had a lover, or at the initial stage of the lover, and you were happy. You didn't have a care in the world before. 9 of Swords in reverse. You were like, whatever, I don't give a shit. It's not my problem. They're married. No, just kidding. I mean, you're not thinking that far ahead. You're just thinking of like what's going on. You know, you're like, I'm just going to do me, Queen of Swords. And then all of a sudden, there was a fight, there was a collapse, something happened. And now Spirit's like, you got to go with the, you got to let it fall apart and away. Let's see what After is saying. There's a King of Wands here. And the Fool. These are Aries energies. Well, King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but and the Fool's Aries. You're you need to take a risk, Aquarius, and maybe let whatever happened between you and this fiery person. If they're not a fire sign, there's somebody that you have chemistry with, passion, the lover, I suspect, because you're a Queen of Wands over there, right? Check it. The King and Queen of Wands is a set. You had a lot of chemistry. You had a lot of passion. There's a buttload of desire, but with the Fool, it also talks about taking a leap of faith and a risk unto thy own, away. I know for 100% fact that's what it's kind of saying. You might need to step away from the situation, maybe just to see it clearly. And then you'll know how to go forward with this person or away from this person. This is why you're stuck. You're stuck because you're in love with someone. And I don't know if you're stuck because you can't move forward with someone else or something else. Let's see. The Hermit. Oh shit, look at that. And the Ace of Swords. There was a conversation. It happened. You didn't have a choice. It needed to happen. The Ace of Swords. Everybody put their cards on the table. And then boom. The tower fell. It was the initial stages. You laid low, you were quiet, then finally the conversation ensued after the hermit mode, and then you had a tower moment. It needed to happen. It really needed to happen. And when that happened, that's why you're all like up in your head too. Let's see what After Tarot says. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords on the table. After Tarot. With the Page of Cups. There's a text. Hey, can we talk? Then you talk seriously. So once this conversation happens, you're going to feel a little stuck, sure, but you're going to be emotionally mature to receive what you need to receive. Um I mean, I don't want to, I don't know what else to say about that, but that's what's how your week is ending. There's going to be a text message, and then you're going to have a serious conversation with somebody here. All right. Romance angels, what do you see here for Aquarius, please? Yeah, you might have somebody new, and it could be unrequited love because you're just feeling your ex or something else. I mean, you have released your ex here. So everything in your mind keeps drifting back in the direction. And I usually see this card very soon at the bottom of the deck when it's I have somebody and I might not be all that interested. So, the universe is like, oh, you don't want that? Give it back to me. I'm going to recycle that shit. I'm going to throw that fish back in the sea and give it to someone else. And it's just how it works. All right, shadow and light. So prepare yourself for that conversation that's about to happen. Because I do see you feel burdened by it. Aquarius, please. Oh, shadow and light. You have the cover of the book and the card itself. Shadow and light. Never read this one before. Let's see. Life is a constant roller coaster. Nothing is permanent, and circumstances change all the time. There cannot be any concept of light if darkness does not exist, and there couldn't be any shadows without any light. If the light was constant, we wouldn't appreciate it, and we appreciate the dark only because we've experienced the light. This also relates to similar emotional concepts, not only literally. We all have light and darkness within us, light and happy thoughts, dark and depressing thoughts, light sides of ourselves, and we'd love to show other people, but also darker sides we prefer to keep to ourselves. Light, happy, positive feelings are easy to deal with, almost so easy they cannot sometimes pass barely being acknowledged. Dark, sad, and negative thoughts and feelings can be harder to handle. These dark thoughts might get acknowledged and result in suffering, or they might get ignored and pushed away to become less apparent in your life. However, pushing those feelings away and not dealing with them might cloud your happiness in the long term. This card encourages you to think about how you handle light and darkness in your life. Do you take the time to celebrate the bright moments enough and recognize what you have to be grateful for? And equally, how do you handle the darkness? Is it being recognized for what it is? Do you work through it or are you trying to push it away? If you truly want to enjoy your brightest moments, be brave enough to explore with the shadows so you can blow away any upcoming any upcoming dark clouds and enjoy the light again. All right. Here's an affirmation. I see you pain, I feel you pain, I give you permission to move through and not with forever. All right, guys, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave me your feedback below. It helps me, it helps the channel, and it helps others to know that they're not alone in their grief or pain or situation. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one.